This chapter contains a mock lament for the expected fall of Babylon, modeled on Ezekiel's gloating lament for the expected fall of Tyre. The text echoes and draws upon Old Testament prophecy relating to three different cities. First comes Babylon, of course. The opening proclamation, that Babylon the Great has fallen, was first heard in one of the visions of Isaiah. Jeremiah is another source of prophecy against Babylon. The opening words of verse 3 recall the way Jeremiah sums up the effects of Babylon's power. Babylon was a golden cup in the Lord's hand, making all the earth drunk. The nations drank of her wine, therefore the nations went mad. Then the voice from heaven takes up the story with further echoes from both prophets. Come out of her, my people, reflects Jeremiah's, go out of the midst of her, my people. Let every man save his life from the fierce anger of the Lord. The voice from heaven declares that Babylon will be paid back double for her deeds, because God has remembered her iniquities. This can be seen as an unfavorable contrast with the promise given to Jerusalem, that her own double payment means that her iniquity has been pardoned. The implication is that this new Babylon is also about idolatry and the exercise of political and religious power over other people. Next comes Tyre. The weeping of the kings of the earth is modeled on Ezekiel's lamentations of the princes of the sea. The list of articles of trade has been updated for John's time, but the one that really matters is in verse 18, namely, slaves, that is, human souls. The resemblance between the old city of Tyre and this Babylon is that they both take captive the souls, which belong to God, and make merchandise of them. Babylon does this partly by drawing them into beliefs and practices which belong to other gods. The implication is that this Babylon is about the exercise of economic power over other people, including the ability to profit from their idolatry. Another angel throws a great millstone into the sea, acting out the opening words of his proclamation, so shall Babylon the great city be thrown down with violence and shall be found no more. At the same time, the use of a millstone also recalls the warning of Jesus to anyone causing one of these little ones who believe in me to stumble in their faith. It would be better for him to have a great millstone fastened round his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea. The function of this Babylon has been to destroy the faith of God's people, to the extent that it might be possible. Then the following words bring in Jerusalem, because they are an echo of one of Jeremiah's warnings about the infidelities of Jerusalem. I will banish from them the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the grinding of millstones and the light of the lamp. The speech serves as a reminder that selfishly motivated control, economic exploitation, and even idolatry can also be found amongst those who are nominally part of God's people. Thus unfaithful Jerusalem is presented as a model for Revelation's Babylon, suggesting that this Babylon is about disloyalty to the Creator God, disregarding his claim on the obedience of the world. The last verse relates to the blood guilt of Babylon for the deaths of saints and prophets. It can be attached to the Jerusalem theme, because it echoes the warning given by Jesus to the Pharisees, "Therefore I send you prophets and wise men and scribes, some of whom you will kill and crucify, that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed on earth, from the blood of innocent Abel to the blood of Zechariah the son of Berechiah." However, there is one interesting difference. Compared with the words of Jesus, Revelation omits the word righteous before blood. The effect of this omission is that Babylon becomes responsible for all the bloodshed in human history, including deaths in war, and all the individual, personally motivated, acts of murder. Babylon has become a synonym for violence. Therefore, the destruction of Babylon may be nothing less than the reversal of the effect of the fall, which would be an even more significant reason for celebration.